Welcome to my luxurious living channel. Back in today's video, we are going to talk about 10 most luxurious trains in the world.
The Indian Pacific, $1,198 per night. Covering 2,704 miles between the Australian cities of Perth and Sydney, you'll be passing through some of the country's most famous outback lands, such as the ghost town of Cook, as well as some of the country's most naturalistic features, such as the Blue Mountains. Taking just 3 days and nights to traverse the entire route, the Indian Pacific is Australia's most luxurious train. The most expensive cabins are of the Platinum service, which are featured with a double bed, shower, vanity with ample cupboard space, mirror, toilet, facilities, and an in-cabin safe. All onboard meals and beverages are served by personalized cabin steward service. The wooden architecture of the room contrasts with the fantastic retro Edwardian decor of the dining car, all complete with panoramic windows for perfect observation as the train crosses the vast continent. And as for the food, the seasonal menu features mouth-watering dishes such as saltwater barramundi and grilled kangaroo fillet, giving you the best cuisine Australia has to offer. Number 9. The Blue Train, $1,217 per night. Covering just about 1,000 miles between Cape Town and Pretoria, this 2-day train journey will take you through the most breathtaking natural landscapes that South Africa has to offer. The train has 2 luxury carriages, each with 3 luxury suites. These suites are 110 square feet and come with a custom-designed bed, a marble and gold-appointed bathroom, as well as a butler. The service is promoted as a magnificent, moving 5-star hotel by its operators, who note that kings and world leaders such as Nelson Mandela and Margaret Thatcher have traveled on it. Number 8. The Royal Canadian Pacific, $1,442 per night. Covering 650 miles, this 6-day train ride is more of a scenic trip rather than an actual destination-oriented one. This is because the route is from Calgary through the Columbia River Valley and Crow's Nest Pass, passing through Banff, Lake Louise, and Kicking Horse Pass before returning to Calgary. Despite this, it's classified as the only luxury sleeper train in North America. The train consists of up to 8 luxury passenger cars built between 1916 and 1931. Sleeping on board is akin to stepping back in time to an era of elegance, grace, and classic luxury. A place where the view outside your window is unspoiled and timeless. But only 30 people at a time can enjoy this luxury, because just 30 passengers can be aboard the Royal Canadian Pacific at any given time, sampling the train's 5-star dining, open platform observation areas, several small salons, and large compartments. Each stateroom is furnished with 3-piece private ensuite single or double beds, Aveda amenities, bathrobes, in-room safe, and an internal telephone. And it wouldn't be that bad. I mean, the British monarchy did take this train back in 1956. Number 7. The Danube Express, $1,535 a night. Another scenic train journey. This is one for the premier luxury trains in Europe, taking you through 13 days of unparalleled beauty of Switzerland's mountain landscapes in both comfort and style. Each evening, the cabin is transformed into a luxurious bedroom with a king-sized bed. All cabins have, as standard, a large double wardrobe with excellent storage space, individually controlled air conditioning, and 2 full-size picture windows, with one that can even be opened. The onboard dining turns into usually a 3-course meal, with a pianist playing in the background of the dining cabin, turning dinner in the Alps into one of the most luxurious things in the world. Number 6. The Eastern and Oriental Express, $1,583 per night. This luxurious train operates through Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, and Laos for its 7-day voyages. The luxury train's presidential cabins are one of the most costly and most opulent. The presidential cabin has an area of 125 square feet of space and is made from exquisite marquetry, furnished with beds, banquet-style sofa, ensuite shower and lavatory, as well as large observation windows. There's also a complimentary bar in the cabin, making it perfect to wind down after a day of seeing Southeast Asian's exoticness. The highlight of the train is the observation car, which is an outdoor observation area decorated with teak wood flooring, paneled walls, rattan furniture, and potted plants, which makes it an amazing place to watch the scenery drift by. The train also features a saloon, boutique, and piano bar to keep it entertaining. Number 5. The Venice Simplon-Orient-Express, $1,900 per night. This is without a doubt the most famous train in the world, having been the first luxury train in Europe when it made its maiden voyage in 1883. And since then, it's had spies, kings, artists, and even presidents along the way. But perhaps the most notable attention the train has received comes from fictitious stories, such as Dracula taking the train in 1897 or James Bond in 1957. Or as many people know, the classic murder mystery, Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. But despite how glamorous and famous it is still truly a luxury train. Despite the fact that this train is only 5th on our list for the average price of a ticket for its 6-day, 5-night voyages between Paris to Istanbul and Istanbul to Venice, it does hold the record for the most expensive train ticket overall, with a price of $7,860 per night in the Grand Suite, and that is what we'll be discussing. There are only 3 Grand Suites on the Oriental Express, each named for Europe's most alluring cities: Paris, Venice, and Istanbul. In honor of the train's inaugural route through the heart of continental Europe, the Grand Suites embody the soul of each city. Each Grand Suite has a double bedroom, a living area with private dining space, and even a sofa which can be converted into an additional bed. The private ensuite bathroom has a shower, unique wash bin and toilet, and complimentary bathrobes. The 24-hour cabin service includes complimentary champagne in the Grand Suite. The cabins are refurbished from the 1920s of the original Orient Express, making it rich with craftsmanship. Dining on board the Venice Simplon-Orient-Express is an unforgettable delight. All dishes are freshly prepared on the train by skilled French chefs. Dinner, much like the 1920s era, is a production. It's very similar to the aristocratic life of the old days, where everything is elegant and fancy. Number 4. The Roves Rail Pride of Africa, $2,075 per night. From Cape Town, South Africa to Cairo, Egypt, Roves Rail harks back to a simpler, more elegant era, encompassing the timeless grace and high romance of African exploration. The adventure starts from the Cape of Good Hope, and during the 28-day epic journey, the steaming train navigates its way across Western Cape Hills, Great Karoo Desert, Zimbabwe Mountains, Victoria Falls, and the Serengeti, finally ending its course in the Valley of the Kings. The luxury train's most prized cabin is the Royal Suite, with a space of 172 square feet and adorned with attractive wood paneling. Each of the Royal Suites have their own private lounge area, an ensuite full-sized bathroom with Victorian bath, separate shower, toilet, and basin. A dedicated host is available at all times and services the suite daily, along with a fridge bar that is filled with the onboard beverages of the passenger's choice. And if you want more than just drinks, there's 24-hour room service and top cuisine of South Africa's finest foods. Number 3. The Royal Scotsman, $2,126 per night. The Scottish luxury train takes you on an 8-day grand tour of Great Britain. The mahogany-clad cars are a combination of Edwardian elegance with the comforts of a traditional country house. The open-deck observation carriage is furnished with comfortable sofa or armchair seating for passengers to be able to soak up the spectacular Highland scenery from the best vantage point. Or you can step out into the open-air veranda as you glide past castles, villages, and glens in the countryside. Each ensuite cabin features sophisticated mahogany marquetry and an inevitable medley of tweed furnishings and soft Highland wool. All rooms are furnished with beds, a full-length wardrobe, climate control, opening windows, as well as a private bathroom with shower. The beds are fitted with soft Scottish wools and tartans, staying true to Scottish pride. Number 2. The Golden Eagle Trans-Siberian Express, $2,223 per night. The Trans-Siberian Express is operated between Moscow and Vladivostok on 15-day, 14-night voyages. The Golden Eagle travels through Russia, Mongolia, China, Kazakhstan, and Uzbekistan, and more, covering an incredible 5,500 miles, which is just about twice the size of the United States. The most expensive and spacious of their suites is the Imperial Suite, measuring at 120 square feet of space. The suite is furnished with a king-sized bed, living room, dressing table, and large power shower. There's also a complimentary fully stocked minibar, small library, and 2 large picture windows to watch the gradually changing scenery that could only be Russian as Russian could be. From the climb through the Ural Mountains to the wide open steppes and broad rivers, traveling on the Trans-Siberian is the best way to absorb the vastness and grandeur of the world's largest country. With booking the Imperial Suite, a private guide and chauffeured car service is also included in many of the destinations visited on the train journey, making the adventure even better. Number 1. The Maharajas Express, $3,385 per night. Dubbed the Palace on Wheels, the Maharajas Express was voted the world's leading luxury train several times in a row at the World Travel Awards from 2012 to 2018. In just 7 nights, it traverses 1,850 miles across northwest and central India. And India does not need any sort of explanation, as the wonderful panoramas, breathtakingly romantic buildings, rich cultures, sights, and sounds are known to all. But being on the presidential suite, the most expensive suite of the most luxurious train in the world, evokes a wealth of feelings and delights few will ever experience. The 450 square foot suite is truly one of a kind because it occupies the entire rail carriage, making it the first of its kind for commercial use and the only one in the entire world to do so. It incorporates a separate living and dining room, a master bedroom, twin bedroom, and 2 full-size bathrooms with showers. There's also a fully stocked minibar and climate control system to keep you as comfortable as possible. But you're not only paying for the room, but also for the service included with it. The guests on board the presidential suite have an exclusive 24-hour personal valet and butler to be able to provide them with attentive and luxury service. This extends to the excursions off the train, such as visiting the Taj Mahal or exploring Amber Palace. Elsewhere, there are 2 dining cars designed for full-service dining, along with a bar, library, and game room. All of this combines to make the Maharajas Express the most expensive train per average ticket and luxurious train in the world, even if it's not the famous Orient Express.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.